Title and stuff should have updated here. And I didn't do an update like I said I would, but I will do a tweet and a Discord now to let people know we have some more water marbling going on. Some water marble testing. You gonna get in your chair, Benny? There you go. Settle yourself down there, buddy. Yes, he's a very good, handsome boy. No, you are not getting a treat because, like, I give him lots of treats, but try not to let him just completely take advantage of me. Okay, tweet. Let's do a Discord. A little bit scatterbrained today. I tried to lay down for a minute and take a nap, but it just was not really cooperating. I've kind of got a headache. I'm hoping I'll just get distracted and well, at least be productive. Yes, actually, send now to everyone. Okie dokie. So just arrange these couple windows. Chat here. Notifications here. And then I do believe we'll be ready to go. Hey, Ned. Okay, let me... Bean, do you need some more space here, buddy? Let's... And I might actually peel off this water marble that we did on Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. Hey, Fuzzy. I haven't decided if I'm peeling that off tonight or tomorrow. I have one, for today's stream, I have one more formed idea, and then I have one unformed idea. I don't know if it even counts as an idea, because let me see here. I was thinking the other idea is the poppy flower veil marble. There we go. I just like having them in a nice order. All the ones that are... oh, wait, this one too. Dang it, now he's an odd one out. +1. The reds and the black and the white are for the poppy flower veil idea. This is still kind of in your way, isn't it, Bean? Say, oh, I don't mind. Nail polish bottles are so comfy. Trying not to lose my notepad and stuff. And they're not excuse me. Actually that many colors. I have a bunch of half empty bottles of black and white and then 4 different reds. There. Does that suit your majesty, Bean? Plenty of room for you to stretch out. Okay, so we're gonna need a cup. And we are going to need to fill that cup up with water. And then we're going to need some test strips. Hopefully this water should be okay. I see it's got a beanie here in it because it's been in the room a couple days. So that it's ready when I need it, up to temperature. Actually, that was just barely enough. Get out of there, beanie hair. Oh, I don't have even a napkin out yet. And then we're going to need some strips, and then we'll be able to just do some testing. I'm not planning on doing a manicure today. Manicure will be tomorrow. And manicure may be one of the things we test today, or it may just be this one that we tested before, because I do really like the way that turned out. I still do want to investigate some more like the gradient and water marble idea, but it probably will be with some colors other than those, because I just wasn't. Or, I mean, I suppose I could try those with some more different clears. Like I said, we could test those with maybe a matte. I don't know, but I like the way they look just as a chevron design. The gradient with a marble on top idea is a little bit more intensive. And tomorrow, I'm going to try to have a short-ish nail stream because I'll be doing races in the evening. So let's see here. We'll maybe swatch these out before we get started too. All these different colors. And the only criteria really when I was pulling these is I was in the Orly drawers. So these are all Orlys. I like to try and do a multitude of different brands that maybe I don't usually use as often during Water Marble March. I mean, I don't intentionally play favorites. Sometimes it's just literally more a matter of convenience or laziness. If I know that something is easier to get to than something else, but that's becoming less of an excuse the more I get my collection organized. Excuse me, you guys. Let me get a drink of water here. Basenji Lover, thank you for the host. And I'm realizing that my alerts are in fact not where I can easily see them. That's better. Get these here. All right. Okay, so the other colors that I pulled, so like I said, the one is for veil marbling, all the stuff that's still on Beanie's chair that you can't actually see right now because it's not within the cat cam. The other colors that I ended up pulling kind of speak to me in two different color stories, although maybe there's a little bit of crossover. One is kind of like blues and purple, and the other one is kind of like greens and tans and taupe browns. Hey kittens. Yes, getting all washed up over there, Bean. Make sure to get in between those bean toes and behind those bean ears. I hope you're doing well, kittens. And I hope your kitties are also doing well. Somebody, who was it? I think it was Sun. Took her cats to the vet the other day. And she was saying how hard it was because when she gets one, the other ones all want to scatter. Whoa. Might need this after all. There. How's that? Let's get them out of the way. Okay, let's move the water where we won't immediately spill it. And here we are. Get the nail art sketchbook. Actually, dark enough for coffee? Coffee latte nails. Latte. You can tell I do not get said drink. What happened on this cap here? Is on my list. It's actually at the top of my list. So maybe we've actually got three color stories here. We've got a coffee kind of a story. We've got a greenish and teal kind of a story. And we've got a blue and purpley and gray kind of a story. And then we've got the red and black and white story. Let's pencil. Today is, in fact, March 1st. I think. Yeah, it's the 1st, because yesterday was 28th. because I was trying really hard to get that bronze gradient up while it was still February, and I did. The two streams going up afterwards, they went up today and tomorrow, but the main tutorial I did get up by the end of February, so I was happy about that. All right, I'm gonna start. These are actually so kind of similar tones to the to like what we were using for the bronze gradient, except they're obviously creams and not hollows. So I probably wouldn't want to do the coffee water marble until maybe like midway through the month, just so that I'm not like, of course, you know what, on the other hand, I did like 8 mauve manicures back to back. Maybe not 8, maybe like 5. Nobody really complained. I feel like I've got an eyelash that's just like the wrong way. Like, let me go right in your eyeball. Names of things. This is Glow. And as always, I mean, like, excuse my dirty bottles. If they get polish on them, it's pretty rare for me to actually care enough to go back and clean them off if I don't, like, remember to do it right away. So this is Glow. I think a couple of these might be from the same collection. It has a little growth coming out of its... You see it right there? Coming out of its stem, lid, top, whatever the fuck this thing is called. Alright, so nice, neutral, beige, just like plain. I mean, it would, like with these 3 colors, I would think that probably the medium color might be the base color, or maybe the lightest color. I don't know. We'd have to do some testing. Prince Charming. Yeah, clearance. And this is, you know, this actually, I have a feeling this is going to be darker than it looks in the bottle, and it might even dry a little bit darker than that. I've used that before, I think. Maybe not in a marble. And then the darkest one is Rapture. And it's, I mean, it's brown, but it's very, very dark brown. Oh yeah, I like those. Let's leave ourselves good notes so we don't question ourselves. Yes. Such a beautiful dried blood brown. I was, though, when I was pulling it out of the drawer, I was kind of like trying to hold it all under all my different light sources. I'm like, is this brown or is this like rust or like more of a maroon color? Beanie, so cute and sleepy. Just irresistible. I really don't know, like, if he does that on purpose. I mean, he can't be purposely looking into the camera, can he? Okay, let's look at the these kind of greenish and bluish. Maybe, like, I don't know what order. I don't know why I get so OCD about what order I swatch things in. Maybe like this? We'll see. It doesn't really matter at this point. But it does make it easier to compare them. This lightest green is Jealous Much. I'm checking each of these too, like as I'm going along, to make sure they're all actually creams. I feel like Orly is kind of notorious for having colors that you think are a cream, and then all of a sudden you look at them and you're like, wait a minute. There's a shimmer in here. Next we have Gumdrop. And these, I mean, I've talked about this before. I feel like I kind of need to every time I dig out some of these older polishes where the bottles are like stained and weird and gross. Like, the bottle looks gnarly, but give it a good shake. Nipplepotamus, hello. Give it a good shake, and I mean, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's just, bottle's not perfectly fine. That's slightly like, it's like mintier than I thought and a little bit bluer than I thought. Maybe most of these are leaning more teal. I've got like 3 more bluish tealish leaning colors and like 2 actual greens. No, of course, this is claiming it's green with envy. I wouldn't call this green. This is teal. I mean, this is green. Well, it's a dark green. It doesn't want to show you on camera. But I mean, that's pretty color accurate on the webcam. Maybe a little bit more. I mean, it looks greener over here. This, I would say, is less color accurate than this. I'm always fascinated by how the colors look on my different cameras. Yeah. Blue with green inadequacies. And this is green with envy, so... Oh, now look at that. It's green. It's much greener swatched than it is in the bottle. Look at that. It doesn't look like the same color. That's weird. I mean, I'm not like completely shocked because nail polish does that type of shit all the time, and that's why we do this part. Because we can't trust the bottle. The bottle lies. Wow, I'm just looking at these. There, see? Some of these Orly lids, depends on which generation or whatever you want to call them. Like the font is raised. Can you see how it is? Like some of them just have, you know, the O, it's smooth. I'm just looking at these because part of my swatching project is going to be putting cabochons on top of the bottles, and I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm using for, like, adhesive. I guess I'm glad I didn't like poke myself actually in my eye. And hopefully I didn't completely fuck up my eyeliner. Tops like this make me wonder, like, would just regular glue work? Is there such a thing as like a gel glue? You know, I can feel you, Fuzzy. Like winter, like right now. Okay, so like you guys usually... I don't say that I don't stream on Fridays anymore because it happens frequently, but Friday is usually my day to go to Grandma's house, but it's snowing more than it's worth it to make the trip. Like, I don't like missing a week, but this has been such... I mean, in a way, it's nice. It's like, oh, it's like a real winter. It's not like freezing cold and just brown. But on the other hand, it's like winter, and I'm just so sick of it. I feel like streaming has helped me stay more... like more creative juices flowing than I would otherwise. A good chip-proof top coat. I mean, my favorite top coat, my go-to is Seche Vite. But I'm not one to wear my nail polish and my manicures through like long periods of time, or like really what else? I'm not super rough on my hands, but I would, if you haven't tried Seche Vite, I would recommend it. It's quick dry. It's really, I mean, I love it. It's my favorite nail polish thing. But I don't know how many people are here yet. It's like slightly behind my lamp where I can't see it without scrolling, but or if you stick around a little bit longer, like not everybody uses or loves Seche Vite as much as I do. So I'm sure some other people would have other suggestions. He's so cute. Now this one actually admits it's a teal. This is called the Teal Unreal, and I'm actually not sure if it's more like the top of the bottle or the bottom of the bottle. I'm guessing more like the top of the bottle. We'll see though. Yeah, more like the top. It's quite dark. Like really dark. Nice though. Like a really nice teal. And then Wandering Vine. Dark green. Also, like, lots of clearance, as y'all can see. What's the final? $2. Seems like Sally's. I mean, I haven't even been to a Sally's, and I can't tell you when. Oh, that's greener. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of the other one that's kind of like this, but it's a different one. I was expecting this to have like a grayer undertone, but I was actually thinking of a different color. I don't know, like, of these, I don't know that I would like them necessarily all together, but I feel like these two plus either this one or this one would make a good trio. 3 is a good number of polishes to water marble with. I mean, obviously you can do 2, you can do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, as many as you want to fit in a cup. But I feel like 3 is a good, like, average number, unless, like, you're going for some kind of particular design that requires extra colors. Because it lets you, you know, get a nice variety without, like, when you get, the more polishes you're working with, the more interactions you have to deal with, and the more complicated it gets. Hey, Karen. Yeah, see, I've never had shellac, and gel nails in general are not something that I have, like, a ton of experience with, but that seems really shitty to, like, you know, get it particularly because it's supposed to, like, not chip, and then, like, it chips. And I mean, I'm assuming you mean, like, the actual toenail, and I'm hoping it's not like a really bad, like, bust into your flesh type of a break. Maybe just, like, a little chip. Oh yeah, you work in a daycare, so you are working with a lot of washing your hands and little kid crap, and you probably are much harder on your hands than I am. With my very long days spent editing. I still have some editing to do. I gotta edit this. I've been loving this so much, you guys. I'm so glad that we did polish surgery on this pinky to make it fit in better, because it's allowed me to really enjoy the manicure more than I would have if it was just sitting there. Yeah, feet injuries, like, I've had bad foot injuries, like, to the nail and, like, to other areas of my foot, and, like, I don't know, the foot is just like a place where it's just, like, it's so tender. I could feel the sympathy pain so easily when other people talk about shit. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. It didn't knock over, it just jostled. That spot that I chose for the cup of water was apparently not quite as safe as I thought it was. Everything is fine. Thank you. I was... people in chat, I don't know what people were thinking. I was infuriated with my first dip and ended up taking them off. And then I was just having all kinds of problems. And then I was just in a really bad mood, and I was just completely hating on this manicure, but it has been growing on me. I love this one that looks like a little eyeball. So weird and cool. Okay, our last, well, other than these, in fact, maybe I should swatch the reds. I mean, the white and black don't need to be swatched, but I should swatch the reds. How many do I have here? 5 and 4. Oh, the kids love your fancy nails. You know, Fuzzy, one thing I do, and I don't know if you maybe already have one, or you could start one, or you could go look on mine. My Pinterest, I want to try that board. Like, sometimes if I really just absolutely can't, like, pull an idea to me, I'll go on there and I'll just be like, okay, what of these, maybe not feel like doing, but what of these can I do right now? Like, you know... And just pick something that I've looked at before and I know that I like, and even if my mood is such that I can't feel that, sometimes if I just do it, like, by the time I'm done, I'm enjoying it more than I was when I started, if that makes sense. We got Mirror Mirror, which I think is probably from the same collection as Prince Charming. Because, I mean, Snow White, you know. Light gray. I like how the look of that with the green too. I had a thought of camo nails, which I think I've done once before and I was not super pleased with like the cream and the dark brown and the green and the gray. I mean, I suppose I still could go that direction. It does match the kitty. Oh wait, the kitty. Beanie. The fuck? Screw you too, Beanie. Yeah, not enough. Oh. Or sometimes in those moods, I'll also just go for just like a really, really awesome plain manicure, like a hollow or something that feels too fancy to be a part of nail art, but that sometimes I might not get to because I so often do wear nail art. This was Snowcone, by the way. It's like a cornflower blue, I'd say. This is Cashmere Cardigan, and this is another one with a very stained, wonky bottle. I think this is like a periwinkle. Oh, see this one, you see it's very blue at the top and more purple and weird colors more toward the bottom. In this case, the purple is the more genuine representation. Like more like a... Okay, dark lavender is an oxymoron, but that's what I feel it is. It's not a periwinkle. It's too purple leaning for periwinkle. Charged up. Purple. Just purple. I feel like I'm running out of room here. Kind of a thin formula. And kind of plummier. A little bit more red leaning than I'd expect. But like I said, these old bottles. See how much redder that is than the bottle, which is like... Anyway, and then we've just barely got room for Plum Noir. These three, Karen? Oh, these three, not that one. Oops, touched it. I think this will probably be like a dark... Oh yeah, that's very dark. Sorry, little crusty bits of nail polish flying everywhere off of the cap. Yeah, I feel like these three would go really well. I also feel like these three would go really well. And I also feel like, you know, like I said, the whole camo idea. We're gonna have a couple things to test here, you guys, but first we gotta just do these reds also. How many? I folded 4. I don't know why I still got this on here. Like the little thing that's got it on here is like completely stretched out. It's like a little miniature tiny nail file that came with it at one point. I mean, whenever I bought it for free. Can I even get it off of here? It's like all twisted and stuck. I mean, not a nail file of a sort that I would ever use. I mean, like, it's a nasty little emery board, and it's tiny as shit. And, I mean, it's got lace on one side. I mean, it's like the silliest little promotional thing. Am I the only one that, like, wants to keep this type of shit? And it's like, why? Why do I want to keep that? Okay, so... These are all pretty similar. This one looks brightest. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I love the water marble too still. Maybe I'll keep it on until tomorrow morning. We got hot red. Hot like or I guess hot. I was going to say hot like haute couture, and that's not how you say that. Haute couture. That's like red, like kindergarten red, like stoplight red, playground red. Yes, as Marie Kondo would say, if it sparks joy. This is Ma Cherie. I mean, they're all cherry red creams. Oh, is this a jelly? This is a jelly. That's why it looks brighter than I expected. That actually might be good for the veil. Yeah, I didn't toss it. I tossed it away, but not like away in the garbage. I tossed it into the shoebox that's currently the Orly and China Glaze Overflow shoebox. We've got Ignite. Actually, I'm just looking at how the shifting light affects those reds on camera. The jelly one in particular. God, this looks jelly also. Are you a jelly? You're kind of a jelly. A darker jelly. Like a very slightly darker jelly. Camera's barely picking it up. And Candy Cane Lane. This is not a jelly. I know this. This is a perfect Christmas red. Dark and lovely and a little bit, like leaning more bluish red than maybe tomato red. Actually, let me... Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to tell these apart. Okay. I mean, like, offhand, I would say the first one is what I was thinking of, but I also would like it to be a little... The veil technique is more apparent and more impressive if the polish is a little bit transparent. Otherwise, you can't see all the cool... There's going to be less depth to the wrinkles, if that makes sense. Like when you think about something that's transparent, and then you can tell like the different gradations, whether it's doubled or tripled or quadruple, all these different little interesting things. So what should we test first, you guys? I'm going to need a second. Actually, let me get another clean one. A second orange stick. For the veil. Nice fresh orange stick. Take a moment and sharpen it. For precision orange stick tips. I mean, like, it's super minor. Most people probably don't do this. I know a lot of people that watch me also do this. So I know I'm not that crazy or alone. So basically, for watermarking, like for most things, this is my nail polish sketchbook. Like this was the testing we did for the bronze gradient that I did a while ago. But for water marbling, we do what are called test strips. So get a little piece of paper, and like this is the testing that led to this manicure. So those are dry. We'll have that ready. Move this over here. How much water spilled out of this? Not very much, it looks like. It's still pretty full. Let's actually... We'll just use... actually, this is pretty soaked. Let's get down another half-used paper towel. This is where paper towels go after I've used them for, like, cleaning off brushes and stuff. Then they... Like, I feel bad, like, using so many, like, disposable products and stuff doing my nails. But I try to get the most out of them that I can. So... Got our cup of water. I kind of want to... let's try the coffee. Let's try the coffee first because that is one that's on our list. I need to adjust you guys a little bit. probably, we'll do one side with the darkest brown, and I use just like a super messy base of color just to test the different base colors that I might use on my nails. And then this one we'll do half and half with the medium and the lightest. That's not really half, but it'll work. It'll do. Oh, he's... Is it? It's... Well, it is almost actually time for... Hello, Amethyst. Yeah, I'm sad I didn't get to go to Grandma's house today. But I'm glad that I am getting to do this. Because at first I was like, well, might not have time to do this before Grandma's like I was planning. I was like, well, maybe I'll do it when I get home. And then it was like, well, actually not going at all. So, yeah, you haven't missed too much, Amethyst. We were doing a little bit of swatching in the polished sketchbook. I feel like this is just not quite where I want to be. Are you? Come here, buddy. Get in your chair. Get in Beanie's chair. Up. No, don't come under my desk. Get in your chair. Good boy. You want me to move that? I can move that. Make sure there's plenty of room for beans. Yeah, you licking your chops? Does somebody give you some food? Are you here to bless this water marble attempt? So yeah, Amethyst, we did some swatches. We're working with Orly today. And these browns, I think, could work for the coffee/latte marble that we've talked about and has been requested and has been on my mind for fucking years. You guys, like, it's so obvious, and then it's just like, I just haven't done it. Alright, I mean, we'll just start off evenly. Maybe, well, we'll see how they spread. Because, like, I mean, I suppose lattes and stuff, it depends exactly how you get them, like what color they actually end up. I mean, I've seen like the art where they draw like hearts and stuff. Oh, come on. Fuck. Push. Push. Fuck. Okay, not that way. Perfect example of all the colors seem to work and they don't seem to necessarily want to work in that order. Like, they're not even like... It's so weird. Benny, why are you gonna go there? Why you can't go in your chair? Let's, well, that wasn't very nice. So like the first thing that I'll go to and try when I get a reaction like that, where one of the particular colors does not want to spread with another particular color. I mean, you saw the brown spread perfectly fine as the first drop. It just didn't want to push against the cream. So this time we'll go, oh, this surface is so dirty. I can still do it though. We'll start with the lightest color and see if we can get a proper bullseye. It doesn't want to push against the medium color either. Why? Maybe this color is the problem. What? No. 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 He wants to go in my closet where he is not allowed. Okay. I'm going to try skipping the middle color. Hey, Befflor. We are having perfect colors behave imperfectly. Beanie? Okay, stop. Stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? Say hi to everyone. Say, this is the Boyd. It is interrupting the water marbling. Go in your chair. Settle down. Stop trying to go in the closet. He's so bad. Okay, we're taking out the middle color. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. We may not be able to marble with these. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Not great, but better without that middle color. Still though, that's like not... It's like not... I mean, we could maybe do some things around the edges. Like where this, you know, the skinny ring is being created. I feel like this is very similar to the kind of chocolate nails I did before. Or I didn't call them chocolate. What's that sound? Is it my chair? I need to go under my chair and make sure that the thingies are tight. So this is why testing is so important. Because creams usually water marble well, and all these colors spread fine on their own. But in combination, they just don't want to. I mean, we could get a few rings, but this is like not... It's not ideal to have them this lopsided. And honestly, if I were going to go lopsided, I'd kind of want it to be lopsided in favor of the darker brown. You know what I mean? I mean, we could do something that looked cool, but I don't think it necessarily looks like latte art. I mean, you could get in here. They're slow as hell to dry. You could just get in here and draw, like, you know, all day long. This is why Orlys are usually so nice to marble with, but... Of course, you know what? You know, okay. Okay. How about... Come on now. I've got a thought. Okay. How about... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How far are you gonna push? God damn it. I wanted it to just stay in the middle as a tiny. I mean, 8 rings of the dark and it still pushes that hard. I mean, there are things you can do. Like that. I mean, that's not uncool. But I was hoping it would stay small in the middle if I did like 8 drops. The glow is just too strong. I'm frustrated and impressed. Tenderize the meat on your arm. Beanie bit me earlier when I was only trying to move nail polish off of his chair to give him more room. Thankfully, I still had my sweater on, so he wasn't doing nothing. All the candies. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe if I try a tiny, tiny, tiny drop, like maybe like not even a drop. Okay. One more attempt with this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like not even a drop. Such a tiny amount, and look how much it spread. But okay, so look, if I like... How much can I stretch you out here, thing? Like, not as much as I want. Like, I want less of a teardrop and more of a stretched... Oh, look at you. Now you're trying to dry. The chocolate's all still wet, and this is starting to dry already. It won't... Oh my god, you guys. I mean, rip drawn hearts. I mean, it's dry. It's completely dry. I could take all that out. Look, let's try the medium color again. Drop the medium color in here and try and do some other shit. Which also, like, overly spreads. Okay. Like, anytime you have polishes that won't dry, if they're not doing anything you want to do, you always have the option of just, like, stirring, I kind of call it. Like, just keep doing shit. As long as it's wet, you can draw. I mean, this is cool. This is kind of along the lines of what we have here, except it's with only 2 colors and it's even more stirred. Like, the more you stir, the thinner and more detailed the lines and the designs will get. With this one, I was kind of trying consciously not to, like, over stir it so that we could keep a little bit more thicker lines. But I mean, like, some of these little tiny intricacies are super neat, but it doesn't look like latte art. Okay, but so, like, the chocolate can't stand up. I keep calling it chocolate instead of coffee, even though we're trying to do latte art. The darkest brown can't stand up to either of the lighter colors. What if we just do one with the 2 light colors by themselves? Is that just going to be absurdly light? So we've got the cream and we've got the taupe. I mean, you see how much more even the rings are here? They're kind of chubby rings. I mean, they're chubbier rings than I would really prefer. And like I said, the cream does seem to dry on the faster side, at least compared to the dark coffee brown. Maybe it's more similar to the taupe. We'll dip this on the lighter side of this strip here. I mean, it's whatever. Like, I don't feel badly about it. I didn't center it very well. It's almost all over the darker part of the swatch. Like, the lighter part is, like, down here. It's kind of surprising how dark it looks where the taupe is layered over itself. Like, in here. Like, it does actually almost look dark enough to be coffee. These colors may merit revisiting. Maybe, but not right now. Yeah, I know the one you're thinking of, Amethyst. And I think I had the same problem with that one, and that's why it turned out looking the way it did. The rings were not The rings were not very even. You know what I should do on this one? Of course. Yeah, I probably should anyway, though. I'm going to use a little bit of yellow stopper. I mean, I don't think I would ever want a latte, because, I mean, lattes are made of coffee, and coffee's nasty. So brown will always remind me more of chocolate than of coffee. Okay. I also think, and I haven't tried it, I'm not sure if other people have, like, veil. So veil marbling, which technically should be easier because you're working with dried polish, but factually is actually not easier because water marbling. Like, you can go in at it from the top. You can go at it from the underneath. I'm thinking probably you could pull the whole thing out of the water and, like, place it like a decal. The water's kind of dirty, which is actually kind of good, because we don't want this to spread too far. We're going to use 1 drop, if I can get a halfway decent drop. I mean, I don't need a big drop. That's fine. That's maybe even a little bit big. Let's see here. Give it a second. So, we're going to be kind of monitoring the edges. It's starting to get sticky already. And then what we're going to do with 2 orange sticks, pinch. You want it to be dry enough to wrinkle, wet enough to stick when you pinch it. I feel like that's a good petal. And you don't have infinite time. Like I said, you would think it's easier because it's dry. It can get too dry to where it doesn't want to manipulate. I think I can get 1 more petal on here. Like that. That looks kind of weird now, doesn't it? So, like, can we just lift this whole thing out? I don't know. Maybe with a tweezer? Like, you can dip in here. I'm curious. Will the whole thing... See, like, it doesn't want to... It's so thin, it doesn't want to maintain its integrity. You'd need to, like... Yeah, that would be hard. That would be tough. Let's just grab this. Gotcha. All right. So, it's very damp. When it comes out, like, the wrinkles are going to be, like, very ridged up. Y'all can't see. Like, very ridged up, so I'll usually, like, try to pat them a little bit flat. So wet. There. See, I feel like this needs to be a little bit more transparent, because, like, you could see more of the veins when it was in the cup. But out of the cup, at least with as many petals as I pulled, maybe I should try it with a few less petals. Butt spot. I don't know when it came into being. I might have saw it for the first time on Visuals channel. And I don't know. Ooh, Karen. I mean, who doesn't like a butt joke every now and then? Where's my other stamper? I hope it's in the drawer, because if it's not in the drawer, I don't know where it went, and I don't know if it has its topper on it, because I never cleaned it off properly. Uh-oh, y'all. That's a brilliant idea, Karen. So yeah, it's a bot. You can go, I mean, for streamers, you can go to his channel and you just say, like, buttify me or something like that, and it comes to your channel, and it has a random chance of buttifying comments by replacing words or syllables with the word butt, with varying levels of success. Alright, so we're just checking. Like we saw, you guys, it's a very narrow window. Pinch. See, I feel like that's too much. Like, I feel like this is kind of too big of a petal. That if I try to, like, cut it in half or smoosh it into 2 petals, then, like, weird things happen. Alright, let's see if this will work. Ah! Karen. I mean, can you really... It's hard to... There, for some reason, from that angle, you actually can see more of the veins and stuff. We'll stick it right here next to this one. If it'll stick. Come on, there's yellow stopper there. Is it too wet? It doesn't want to come off, you guys. Shit. I need to... Okay. Okay. No, this is fine. I messed up one of the petals. See, it's all wrinkly now, but this is fine. We're gonna dry that off. I shouldn't have yellow stoppered them so early. You guys know yellow stopper is picky. Kittens, you can set it to do any word instead of butt. I mean, it's still butt spot, but like Emre, who's another Hollow Knight streamer, her butt spot replaces words and syllables with heck, so it's like heck spot. So yeah, you could set it so that instead of changing out words for butt, it changed out words for meow. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm trying to sit here and be patient for the... And somebody suggested I should sponge on the yellow stopper for a nicer thin layer that's instantly tacky, but I don't... Actually, I do have a sponge right here, but it looks like it fell on the floor and it's very dirty. Can you guys hear them? Boof, boof. Yeah, like I forget exactly, but like if you click on their name and go to their channel, there's instructions of how to set it up and how to change the word. Come on, get off. Oh, I'm ruining things. Be patient, boys and girls. Don't do like I do and screw shit up. Fuck. Well, rip that. I mean, good idea. The stamper was a good idea. It's not the stamper's fault I have no patience. And then I got everything wet and that the stickiness isn't sticky anymore. We're gonna try it again. We're gonna try it again with a different color. Yeah, I don't know. A very likely candidate is icicles falling off the roof, although it's not sunny right now, so I wouldn't think the icicles would be falling. Somebody could be at the door. Could be a package. So which other of these were we gonna try? We're gonna try the jelly ones. I guess we'll just try all of them. See how it goes here in the cup. Wow, you really want to spread a lot, don't you? Really a lot. And how do you... Oh, you start to get sticky right away. Oh no, where's my other... Okay. Yeah, look how fast it's drying, you guys. And look how drastic those crinkles are. Got a hole. Oh no. No! Can I cut you in half? Probably not. It's just gonna smoosh. Too smooshed. Oh. stamper. See how you can see the... This is a much better candidate, honestly, than the first one. Let me... Okay, look, here's a dirty sponge. Let me cut off the dirty part. We almost had to teach Clark how to bark, which was quite a change from Dude. But he's kind of... It's kind of nice. He doesn't like usually keep barking. Let's see if that'll do. Let's actually, make sure that's dry. Oh, what's that? Oh, ew, it's some of the yellow stopper that was still stuck on there, I think. Ew. Okay. Come on. Okay, well, we didn't quite get all of it, but like that's what we're going for. More than this, where it's so much harder to see those veins because the polish is more opaque. When it's more transparent, you get a much more interesting design. So okay, let's try the other transparent one. So you are actually a no-go. You're going in there. This will be the other transparent one. And then we have the other one that was more opaque that I guess I'll still try, but I mean, I'm assuming probably will not. Oh, you seem very, very light. And kind of, that was weird. Let me shake this up again. I mean, this isn't much of nothing right here. Can't even see shit. I have a dapping dish. The thing about it is, I wonder if it would, because it would also, like, it would, obviously it would restrict how far it could spread. Like if it got to the edges, if it would stick to the edges, like with the water marble, and not want to pull in for the petals. And also, if restricting its spread would make it more opaque, which would make it harder for the petals to show. Like, I'm trying to control the size by working in a dirty cup, and by the size of the drops that I'm doing, and just by what the polish kind of naturally wants to do. Also, by not, like, all the little tricks that I normally would do to get something to spread. Obviously not doing that. Not tapping or twisting the cup. Not running around the outside. Alright. Ooh, you're gummy. Let go. Okay, this is actually... See, if it gets too stuck, it gets really hard to, like, detach your orange stick without leaving a hole. That's, like, the lightest one yet. Let's stamp you out. Whoa. Let's get a little bit more yellow stopper going on here. And dry. You see how different these are? Wow. So, like, too opaque, really good, also really good. I better try the last red. I feel like I would kind of want something almost in between those, which of course I would, because why could I possibly be happy with what I actually have at hand? Dang it, I just lost track of which of those was which. I think this is Ignite. And that's Mashuri, I think. Oh well, they're easy to tell apart once I get them in the water. Gonna get supper-rezy. Alright, Fuzzy. Have a good night. Have a delicious dinner. Yeah, butterflies with this technique I think would be phenomenal. This is the third red. Or the fourth red, I'm sorry. Candy Cane Lane. This is another one that I think is more opaque. But maybe it'll be okay. We'll see. Let go. Let go. Please let go. God damn it. It's sticky. It's more transparent than I thought also. Which is, I mean, fine. Which is actually good in this case. You know what these actually very, very much remind me of? It's not exactly the inspiration. The inspiration is poppies. But crabapple flowers? We used to have a crabapple tree, and I mean, the flowers in the spring are one of the, like, best things ever. Smells so good and so gorgeous. Alright, let's dab a little bit just up here. If we can get a nice sticky, spot to get this one out. Oh, I didn't make it dry enough. But I think one of these three would be like this level of opacity I really like. I'm not sure if I love that shade of red though. The first one, definitely no. It's just too opaque. That one's already put away. These three, I don't know. They all have pros and cons. And then the idea would be, so these are pretty dry. Like, to use a white base, and then, do I have like a lid or something? And then like probably like dotting tool and brush, and could use green, but I was thinking of just sticking with black and white and red. So like, get a little bit of black out here. Just give you guys like a brief show of what I'm thinking. Like, place these on the nail or whatever, probably like toward the cuticle. So like when I hold my nails like that, then we'd have like maybe a stem coming out. Oh wow, I need a different black. This is not opaque enough. I could possibly even use acrylic for this. Like a stem coming from some kind of angle. And I'm just going to go how I feel like these would go. And also, or maybe I should place the stem first, so that the veil goes on top. And then, like probably with a dotting tool, add in just like a few, probably smaller dotting tool than that. But you know, like the stamens, is that what they're called? That'd be a good time to cover up any like holes in the design too. Like just, yeah, definitely smaller dots than this. But like this is where my brain's going with this. Something like that. I would kind of like a slightly oranger red than any of these are. When I was looking at it's showing very pink on camera. They kind of all are. So I would like something a little more like tomato red, like an oranger red. Because like if you look at poppies, I mean, this isn't like, of course, directly. Oh my god, it's exactly a poppy flower. It's inspired, but like the red color, I don't feel like any of these are quite right. I like of course. Okay, so maybe I could switch this up. These could, instead of poppies, these could be crabapple flowers or like cherry blossoms. This would probably be more cherry blossom, maybe a little bit more white. This one would also be good for like crabapple. Like for I would want a more orange leaning red for it to be a poppy. And then I don't know, I would need to figure out how to like place, because like these are all too big for my nail. So it'd be like picking which areas, like, you know, this little petal area here to come peeking at the bottom. And I even had the consideration, and I didn't actually test it. I think my thought was to do it after I pulled it out, and I couldn't pull it out as a decal, but I could even, you know what, let's, which of these do you guys like best? I like them all. I feel like this one kind of shows the veil wrinkles the most. The two on the ends, actually. The middle one is the darkest. Although they show up more in person than they are really showing on camera. I wonder the top and bottom, yeah. Okay, let's try this before we move on to the other colors that we have here. God, that's so big. What if, and I just test the edges like lightly to see, like, you see how it starts to stick? It's just about dry. So let's do that and that. Let go. Let go, please. Oh, this is the worst part of it. Like, I try to use just the tippiest tip, and people have suggested, like, maybe you want to oil the orange sticks. But, like, that makes things weird in water marbling, and I mean, maybe it wouldn't make as much of a difference when veil marbling. But it's just like it goes against all my instincts. Okay, so if we did something like that, could we then... Come over here, please. Oh, I was trying to like cut it in half. Okay, so yes and no. Have the real grapefruit flower. You know, they do look very grapefruity. Which also means that we could do like lemons, limes, and oranges with this technique. I better write that down, because I like that idea. I wish I could keep both halves, but it's so sticky though, like it wants to stick to the scissors. Like, I'm surprised both halves didn't pull out. Yes, Amethyst, exactly. Because like if you try to pull it out, I mean, it's so thin and it just wants to wrinkle on itself or pull in the wrong direction. I mean, you guys see how it like... Like, it would be very difficult to pull it out and, like, put it on the mat and, like, more carefully cut it. See, like, how it just, like, wrinkles when you pull out. Of course, it, like, reforms itself when you put it in water. It's really hard to get it to stay this way and take it out and mess with it. Like, whatever messing with it you want to do, you have to kind of do while it's in the water. You can, like I said, come up from the underside, which can help with placement. And even if I do just like cut off half of the design, like that might be useful to like form more of a flower where all the petals are kind of like going up instead of like splaying out to all sides. Hey LJ, we have been You missed some failed coffee latte water marbles, and we've been messing around a little bit with veil marbles with, I would say, mixed results. I don't think I'm going to keep this one, you guys. And we're about to move on to some other colors that will hopefully cooperate with us. I'm not displeased with the testing so far, but I haven't done anything where it's like, wow, it's phenomenal. So, I don't know. Not that I necessarily expected anything phenomenal, but I guess maybe subconsciously I was hoping for it a little bit. Let me get my notifications back up here. Okay, so what other combinations were we talking about? We were talking about these three. Let's do them next. These three and those three and then those. Okay. We've got a plan. Kind of. and even if all this doesn't work out, it's fine because we already have something that we can do on Saturday. Which is when we'll be doing an actual marble because I'm still enjoying this on my nails from Wednesday. Which is, I got some wonderful outside pictures. I really need to get my shit together with either my blog and or Instagram to get edited the rest of the pictures that don't make it into the tutorial video because I've got a lot of really good pictures. Here's the... I don't know where my other stamper is. Here's the bottom of it. Where's the rest of your stamper? Okay, I have to look in here. Haha, it is in here. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. No need to worry. Nothing is lost. I feel better now. I should have put the bottom back on it. Where did I literally just set that down? Here. I'll put it here. Hopefully, I'll remember to put it where it actually belongs. Okay, so we're doing like a gray, blue, purple combo here, if these cooperate. Please cooperate. Please cooperate. Please cooperate. Okay. This is what it looks like when polishes cooperate with you. So that's what, 7, 8, 9. 9 is a decent amount of drops for a water marble. Anything over that is, I would say 9 to 12 is average. More than 12 is like, whoa. Less than 9 is usually kind of chunky. These are really creamy. Can feel how slowly they're drying. Or, I mean, like not drying, basically. Even the outside edge is still pretty wet. So, I mean, this could be a candidate for some really... I guess I'm not doing anything too specific here, but some really fine, skinny petals. The gray is almost darker than I would prefer. Like maybe I would want to switch it out with an even lighter gray or a white. Or maybe just space the gray in between the colors. Like gray, blue, gray, purple, gray, blue, gray, purple. I don't dislike it. I don't love it. I also want to try the lavender with the purple and the plum. And we'll stick that on the same test strip because they're kind of complementary colors. Hopefully these all work together just as nicely. Lavender, purple, Plum. Come on. I don't know about that. Another real good example of super uneven rings. I'm going to try them in the opposite direction. But again, whenever you have polish, even if the rings aren't doing what you want, like, you can just start doing this. Beautiful, messy water marbles. A part of me just wants to do marbles like this, like the whole month. Like a bunch of messy marbles. Actually, I'm kind of tempted to dip that out. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And some things, like, can you see this little, like, way over here on the edge? I mean, I'd never get that on my nail, but it's so pretty. I want to try these in the reverse order and see if they spread a little bit better. Stroganoff. Stroganoff's not my favorite. I know. Well, hello there. We have a dirty cup. Now, see, this sort of amoeba action actually would be great for... Actually, that spread a lot more than I thought it was going to. Would actually be great for veil marbling, from what I've seen. But I haven't gotten into the very, like, all the ones I've done, like, I've been trying to be kind of neat and more orderly. I haven't done any of them. Whoa, C4. Hi, thank you. I don't know what I was talking about or what I was gonna say or anything. It just, like, stops my brain in its tracks sometimes. Thank you so much, C4. And hello. Oh, with the veils, I haven't done any of the more, like, kind of abstract, more like an actual veil design, like you picture kind of like a veil blowing in the wind. But those sort of more amoeba designs are good for that. I hope you're doing well today. C4, thank you so much for the 7 months. Holy crap. Holy crap, you guys. This is actually spreading better in the opposite order. So weird. I mean, it's still very lopsided rings, but not as lopsided as it was. I think I'll stop there while I'm ahead. Now you can do chevrons by going one side to the other. You can also do chevrons by doing all one side. Whoop, you are dry. And then the other way. Ooh, this is getting wiggly. Ooh. Okay. It's the middle one that's showing up so light. Isn't that kind of amazing? I quite like this. That lightest one is this. It's just the formula, and it's the way that it was stretching. That I actually, so like out of these two, between these two tests that we just did, I like that one better. This one over this one. There's nothing wrong with this one. But that kind of makes me want to do another test for it. Let's do one test with the middle purple as the base. Ooh, forgot to close that. I am the dumb. Because I always forget. Every other program seems to know when I'm streaming and shut the hell up. Except for my Hangouts chat window. And then we'll do the darker one too. I kind of really like it as chevrons too. But maybe we should try some other patterns and designs. Hi, Ash. Again. Yeah, I could water marble for hours. Well, I guess I've been water marbling for an hour and a half yet. I can't say hours yet. But like when it's going well, it's just so fascinating and cool to watch. Okay, where is that? No, actually, really, where is that? Are you not already closed? Oh, you're in here. You're not in there. You're over here. You're not there. Are you here? There you are. Go away. Go away with your loud notifications. I mean, because we were already planning... Oops. Hoodie's falling off. We were already planning chevrons for this. But I'm really liking the way they're looking for this, too. We could also try petals, though. Close enough. Yeah, I like the blue and the green. And those are like colors by Leroy Hollows. So the webcam doesn't really want to cooperate and do them justice. Oh, this weird angle is popping out hollow actually for you guys. Anyway, whoa, sorry, that was the microphone. I think those are probably what we're doing tomorrow. But we've got a whole month to go. And it would be great if I could get like a few ideas a little bit more like fleshed out. Okay, so maybe this one, should we try petals? We'll do petals. And 7, 8, 9. Sometimes when I'm doing petals, yeah, I don't know about the turning, you guys. Sometimes it seems to help. More often than anything, it just seems like it makes my bullseye off center, which I don't like. Oh, that ring is dry. Be careful. That is not for me. I guess this whole side is not dry, just that upper part is dry for some reason. Like, I'm not loving this big ol'... Oh, that was messy. I should have been more careful. Now we gotta fix this hole. There. Like this ring makes things kind of awkward, how thick it is. Let's try this. Which is somewhat less of a problem with the... See how much darker it is with that color as the base? Almost too dark. I almost maybe like it better with white as the base. Or I could do like a silver base. I bet that would look cool. Or a shimmery white base. Like all champagne. Yeah, like a little wing. Phone jail. I should have put it in phone jail. Yeah, the fatness of that ring makes it kind of difficult to work with. Now I've got like a ton of glare. That's one of the reasons like chevrons and stuff can be so nice. It's because they break that up. Of course, there are ways to do that and also still do. Okay, how about... Oh, okay. How about... Well, you'll see. Like my nails, you mean? So, like, if I was doing this as a manicure, like, I'd dip my nails, and then I'd clean up, and by the time I'm done, like, cleaning up around the edges, I'd say they're mostly dry, and then I'd do, like, Sèche Vite, and Sèche Vite is phenomenal. Sèche Vite dries things so fast. I would say you're mostly good to go within, like, 5 minutes. I mean, I've done like a plain manicure, Sèche Vite, and climb immediately into bed and been okay as far as like not having pillow sheet marks and that type of thing. Usually whoa, that's kind of wonky. Try to give it a little bit more time, but I mean, quick dry top coat is freaking phenomenal. Okay, guys. Might have to implement phone gel after all. Like, we can do a thing like this, or we can do a thing like that. Like, you see, like this creates like not quite an S curve. This is more like a rounded. Wow. That other purple like disappears with either of these as the base. Practically. Uh-oh, something's already in the phone gel. What is under here? What is in here? Beanie, you're laying on it. Oh, it's paperwork. Oh, it's receipts. Okay. I remember now. I should like not tuck that fully under there. Let's leave it like that. I was going through stuff and it was like they were all crumpled and jumbly. I was like, I need to put these somewhere where they'll get flat again. Let's put them under Beanie's fat ass. So I stuck the whole... Dang it, what was... Oh, it was this thing. I stuck the whole folder of receipts under there. And they are now. Look at how nice and flat everything is. Beanie, your fat ass has done his job well. No, it's good. It's good. The fat is all for the good. only the best pudge. So the thing with these is going to be like the base color. Again, here they are, and around the edges, of course, you can see too. Paper is white, so it acts basically as a white base coat. Here we have the middle purple as a base, the darkest purple as a base, and the lightest purple as a base. And like the middle purple does really weird things. The middle purple does really weird things with all of them, actually. Even like with this as the white, like it's not consistent. I wonder what this design would look like with just the plain. I'm gonna need some more test strips here. Some more test strips indeed. Okay, I'm gonna need probably at least 3 more. 1 more for these, and then probably 2 more for the blues and greens. Oh, I feel tired and hungry all of a sudden, you guys. What else is everybody else having for dinner? Amethyst said what? Stroganoff? LJ was gonna go cook dinner, I think, or somebody was gonna go cook dinner. I'm sorry. Can I blame my forgetfulness on lack of food? What's the other word though that I was gonna use? Lack of sustenance. The lack of sustenance is affecting my brain power. That's actually probably true. It's not just an excuse. Like, your brain does need energy to think good thoughts. Fuzzy was making dinner. Thank you. So that's why it's okay, because you guys will just correct me if I'm wrong. Plus, sometimes I just don't even read things properly. Just like the other day when I was confusing Ash and Luke. And then Ash, I don't know if you were here, I was confusing Dr. Crotron and Luke, and their names aren't even the same color. So I had 0 excuses. It's fine. Remember that lid I put on here so I wouldn't forget about it? Yeah, I forgot about it so much that I dropped it. Okay. Do I have another... That's pretty. That's not what I thought it was, though. I thought it was all champagne, and I was going to say, oh, it just happened to be. This is platinum. This is like a pearl white. All champagne is like a shimmer white. I was just thinking of alternative bases than just like plain, boring white cream. Okay. So we'll do 9 drops. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gonna pull up a knot. You know what else might actually? No, maybe not. We're gonna draw on some chevrons. Like I said, this kind of like stretches out that fat ring, makes it much less noticeable how like fat and lopsided it is from the other ones. Like, you can still tell, like, they're not all the same, but it's a little bit different. And then we'll do... exaggerate that a little bit more. So these two sides are 2 slightly different patterns. I like that. You know, even actually the I wonder... like, I'm sorry, I'm just like, sometimes when I'm thinking, like, I can't talk at the same time because, like, I'm thinking so hard. Like, I had been thinking, where are we? Like, you know, like this. Oops. It's about nail width intentionally. Each of these channels, the curve channel and the more S curve channel. But what if we like that angle, or like a different sort of a... This is interesting. I also want to try... your first menu of a bright hollow, like neon. It, you know, it does have a very mixed berry, like yogurt or smoothie type of a look. I want to try the darkest and the lightest without that middle color involved. Let's see how this turns out. And we were using 9 before. We'll probably just stick with 9 if that looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll stick with 9. I feel like we could go for 11. But for the testing, we'll stick with 9. And I'm going to do that same pattern. So, you know, these feel wetter without the medium purple. Or less dry, I guess. And then it's weird because the pattern looks a lot different, a lot simpler in only 2 colors. Ooh, I just dripped on myself. I was trying to just... You see what I mean? I mean, like, these are the same... I mean, you saw me do it. Even these 2 colors look different isolated to themselves than with that third purple added. I think this is still what this one is still what I want, though. I feel like, okay, that's probably the direction we're going to go, but I feel like the pattern needs a little bit more tweaking. I don't know which like, do I want just the domey curves or the more S curves, or do I want to go for the actual, like, design that, like, comes up more out of the middle? We'll see. We're not going to mess around more with that right this minute. I don't have that one. I've wanted it. I'll be interesting to hear what you think about it, Karen. I've heard mixed things about it. Uh-oh. Don't sit that way. I always get paranoid. I heard that if you leave your stamper sitting on your mat, they can, like, fuse together. Like, just get stuck and not want to come apart. Okay. So... We've done our reds. We've done our purples. We did our blues, but I really was not a huge fan of the blue, gray, purple. So blue and gray probably can get put away again. They'll just go in this box for now. What are you doing in there? You're finger paints. You don't belong in with the China glazes and the Orlys. And this can go with that as a possible base. So, in our swatches, we started out trying these for coffee. They sucked. We did veils with these reds. Mixed results. We just finished playing with the blue-purple family. Now we're going to concentrate on the green-teal family. And I think we're going to do these two. We're going to do 3 color marbles with these 2, a try with this one, and a try with this one, which means that this lightest green can go away. So, first try, we'll go... Oh wait, this is actually... Gumdrop is the tealer one, and the one that looks teal but is called green with envy is actually the greener one. Okay, let's do the tealer one first. Because that was the one that we had swatched first, and I do have a test strip over here. Do I have another napkin somewhere? We'll get this one. I was trying to, like, not... I hate, like, putting my arm in its water marble water from just, like, splashing. I mean, it's not like it's anything horrible. It's just water, but it's like, oh, I'm all wet. Yeah, I think so, C4. Which, I mean, this is kind of ocean, but it's not really ocean because it's got the white in there, and I don't know. Not as ocean as this is going to be. So, oops. The butts. Now, the real meta there would have been that they would resemble something buttish. Okay, so see how this. Whoa, you are a very interesting consistency. I love how these look together already. I mean, they're not 100% cooperating spreading wise. Might be another instance of hello bean. Like I said before, you can see like at the edges they're like not exactly sheer but much lighter, and then in the center they're very dark, which indicates like they haven't really spread very much. Stretching the design is a really good idea in those cases because it lets them breathe a little bit. Did he just like bounce off his chair and bounce to the bed? It's kind of rude, Beanie. Let's just... Oh, we've got some stickiness happening here. See right there? Sticky. Less sticky on that side, but also sticky. See, like, probably not for something like this. It's too sticky. Or I need to move faster. I should try a swirl with these. I do like them. The green's really dark. The green and the teal are very dark. The light green almost disappears. Sniff the polishes and then left. I'm going to try dripping in the opposite order too this time just to see. So green, then teal. The teal just pushes hard. Then the lighter green. Yeah, it's kind of about equal between the two orders, I would say. First one might edge out just a little bit. Huh? Swirly. Oh no. I'm like, my eyes are watering on your behalf. I can feel that in my sinuses on your behalf. Ooh. That's nice. So, the other thing is to switch out the lightest green with this other teal green. I'm sorry, you guys. That was a super hard hit, and I actually like practically dislocated my knuckle also. Okay, these are the last ones we're going to test because the klutz is coming out in full force, you guys. I need to get some food and maybe lay down again. Sometimes I wonder if I've really just been consistently sick for this long or if I'm somehow just catching something every time I get over something, because the way that I am feeling poorly continues to change. Like, I started out being really congested, drippy nose, sinus and crap, and then it was exhaustion and weakness, and then the weakness passed, but I was still exhausted, and now I don't feel like my sinuses are all like they were, but I've got kind of a headache. Kittens, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be laughing at you, but thank you. Thank your one eye. Contacts, I can only imagine, would make it even worse. Just imagine a little... Okay, like, my eyes literally are watering. Like, sympathy tears coming to my eyes right now. Just thinking about feeling a granule of sour stuff between my eyeball and a contact. Like, I can't, you guys. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry thinking about this. Okay, let's talk about something else. My eyes are watering in such sympathy. I feel like a fool, but it's true. I can't control it. Oh my God. I care about you guys so deeply that I just am crying. No, I have a very good imagination, and I don't even wear contacts, but I can imagine precisely how I think that would feel. Yeah. Yeah, I used to, like, when I was a kid, the only thing in the world I wanted was not to have to wear glasses. And I've got a pretty strong astigmatism, and I mean, like, nowadays they have contacts that can work with astigmatism, but they're never as good as glasses. But at this point, I also, like, I look weird to myself without glasses. Actually, I need to replace my glasses. I'm just, like, looking at myself in the camera, but I think when I get glasses this time, I'm going to get solid frames all the way around again, instead of, like, these are, no frame on the bottom. Because when I look back at pictures of the glasses that I had like that, I really like them. It was like 2 sets of frames ago, I think, that I had that pair. Okay, so here's the greener, the greener lighter color. So we'll see how this plays with these two. We'll do 2 of this, just like we did 2 of the other one. In the 2 directions, I guess, the 2 different orders. My nose is running from the sympathy tears. I apologize. And then I'm gonna find dinner. I'm not quite sure what yet. I mean, we could start right out with the swirl on this one. I feel like that didn't swirl quite as nicely. It didn't feel as smooth, but it looks cool. I don't think it looks quite as contrasty. Let's see. Oh! More than I thought. More than I thought. Can you guys... I'll put them both side by side once we're done here. That actually, though, I kind of like that. It's more contrasty on the test strip than it was looking in the cup. Now your contacts hurt. I'm sorry, LJ. Oh, a baked potato. Chicken and broccoli. Potato sounds good. I have some frozen pierogies in the freezer. That might... Like that, it's not quite like cooking. Requires some preparation, some sides and things. Or I could just lazy out and have the nachos that I would usually have tomorrow. But then what am I going to eat tomorrow? Nachos again, of course. No, I really try. I love nachos to death. But, like, I know they're not, like, a super great meal. Try not to eat them, like, multiple times a week. I feel like these spread better in this direction. And let's just do some chevrons, because I'm lazy. But we'll do the chevrons this kind of way. And, like, you can vary your width by how wide you make the petals, of course. And then go back through in the opposite direction. In between each. And you see the difference between, like, skinny chevrons and a little bit chubbier, wide chevrons. Wow. The green is not picking up on camera very well. Let me... Actually, these are still... Whoa! Damn. No, actually, I guess it's... Well, no, shit. I dropped it on my pants. So now I've got nail polish on my leggings again. Huh, what else is new? There. Hopefully that's okay. Okay, so here's the one done with the greener one, and here's the one done with the tealer one. I wonder, actually, maybe. Hold on. Yeah, that makes it a little bit easier. Sorry for all the glare. They're wet. The tealer one and the greener one. I think the tealer one, like the green actually just blends in there more. Like the tealer color is a little bit lighter, and so it pops more between the dark teal and the dark green. I think out of all these, this one is my favorite. These colors are definitely my favorite. The tealer one, which is Gumdrop. We have fend for yourself nights too, and that's exactly what we call them. We actually have a meal board in the kitchen, and sometimes that's just what it will say, fend. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this, I would like to, like, we were experimenting the other day with the different ways of doing spirals. I feel like this one could benefit from a little bit more design interest, which, like I said, just matters. You know, in fact, maybe if I had another test strip ready, I'd do it right now. I don't know if I've ever done a spiral on top of a chevron. Like, do like some chevrons like this and then spiral on top of it. That might give me a really nice pattern. I mean, they're all going to end up swirly and spiraled, and you're going to see the spiral, but it's really kind of like the in-between parts of the spiral, and like, you know how you can see some of the classic water marble shapes, like the petal shapes there in between the swirls. Like a teal rose. It does. God, it really does. Yeah. I like it. I like this a lot. I think tomorrow, though, we're going to do this. Wow, these are kind of... I mean, this one has the very, very bright green, but these are... Like, you could coordinate these, like on one hand or the other, if you were the type of person who wear two manicures, or maybe like with your friend. Like, I don't know. Would you coordinate manicures with your friend for a night out? I never could go out. I don't know if that's even a thing. I'm thinking this is what we're doing tomorrow, though, and all we'll need to decide is like width and placement of the chevrons. Or should I go for this? Or should I go for... Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Something that we've already tested. Something that may or may not require a little small bit of extra testing. But hopefully not a ton of testing. Tomorrow will be a manicure stream. Tomorrow afternoon will be a manicure stream. Tomorrow evening will be Hollow Knight Racing stream. And I think that's going to be going off at like 8 o'clock. Oh yeah, for sure, Karen. In fact, let's zoom in. Let's get a close-up look at this. I love it. And I love these thumbs. I love how these thumbs look like they could go together. Is that a little bit of purple on there? Sure is. Oh, wow. It looks like they could like join together right there, even though they were from two completely different cups. And that just fucking fascinates me. This thumb is like maybe one of... I can't decide if it's my top favorite or not, but I really love these swirly lines. Like, it's not an effect that I can reliably replicate in water marbling. And, yeah, they just all... The eyeball nail, the perfect petal nail, the polished surgery nail, the index nails have kind of similar abstract shapes on them. Super nice stripes on this middle nail. It's growing on me. I was really mad when I was doing it, and hopefully I wasn't like being like a too salty of a streamer. other than the one time I dipped and then like rage removed it immediately. But yeah, this has been growing on me consistently. Yeah, Amethyst, it's gonna be me. I think Ash is in. I think Doc is in. Chocolate chip pancakes. Maybe Luke if he's home from his family stuff, and then I'm not sure like if Dogmaster, Siplax, or anybody else is in, but you know, it's been going on for a while, and I have not participated. As long as we can get a reasonable length nail stream tomorrow, and I can have space for dinner in between, I will be joining tomorrow. So, let me see here. Is this still... Yeah, still going. I just had to make sure. I already know where we're going. Just had to make sure he was still going. I'm assuming for a little while longer. I'm going to raid us over to RPG Jerry. He's playing a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's been like a couple months since Jerry has really streamed because Jerry has gone back to school. He's been doing the college thing, and he's on vacation for Mardi Gras, so he's trying to get through this game while he's on vacation. And yeah, so I'm going to raid us over there. And yeah, he doesn't have to go back to school till Thursday, Amethyst, and he's been looking forward to Kingdom Hearts, you know, for so many years, and hadn't been able to do it because he was in school. So I'm going to send us over there. I'll be probably chilling out there in between cooking dinner. Hope to see you guys tomorrow for the water marble, whatever I decide on. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Hope you have a lovely evening, afternoon, morning, sleep, waking up, whatever it is for you right now. Yeah.
That's fine, though. I'm gonna lose magic, too. Yo, Colette, I didn't know you were streaming. Thanks for the raid. What's going on, everybody? We're trying to figure out how all this new stuff works in Kingdom Hearts 3. Hey, Amethyst, thank you. It's good to be back, even if it is just for like a week. Welcome back, Colette. What were we going to give his ass? A potion. Racing? What you racing? Man, we need some armor for Goofy. There we go. Well, that's just gonna give you magic. Yeah, now we're talking. Oh, cool. I didn't know about that. That's pretty awesome. You must have got pretty good at it. I've played Hollow Knight forever. Alright, trying to jump.
Did I stop? I didn't stop, did I? Ha! Stop.